quite high, and it is a fairly steep rock face, so lots of hikers enjoy the sort of challenging aspects as well as all the wilderness and wildlife that you're able to see on the way up those trails. So just so you guys are forewarned, we're about to pass over the support tower here, and as we do, we're just going to sway gently back and forth. Feel free to hold on to the straps with your hand, just lean against the walls. Link the person next to you, but it's not really that dramatic. It's just a gentle rock back and forth. No, we're about a third of the way. No, once you pass the other car, we'll be halfway. So you can see out the back of the car, and just to the left a little bit, Pyramid Mountain, which is the tallest peak in the region at about 2,700 meters above sea level. And it got its name primarily because it's shaped like a pyramid, but also because on a sunnier day, you can see it reflects a beautiful golden brown color. And that marks the beginning of the Victoria Cross mountain range. So starting at Pyramid Mountain there, it goes off the distance to the left. So that mountain that kind of looks like someone took a bite out of it there, with a bit of a U shape. So all the peaks along the Victoria Cross mountain range are named after Victoria Cross medal recipients. So in this case, Canadian soldiers who were awarded the Victoria Cross medal in the first two world wars, and soldiers that had shown bravery in the face of the enemy. Also, directly at the left side of the car here, we have the Yellowhead mountain range, which sort of running parallel to us as we climb Whistler's Mountain here. And that's actually the border between British Columbia and Alberta, so it's only taking 40 minutes to cross into BC by car. As well as the continental divide, so where the Pacific Ocean tectonic plate and the North American tectonic plate collided to form the Rocky Mountains. So it is one of the larger mountains in the Canadian Rockies by quite a fair margin. Another really cool feature it has being the continental divide is that any water that will flow down the west side of the mountain range, so BC side, will flow to the Pacific Ocean. But any water that flows on our side, so the east side of the mountain range, will flow to the Atlantic or the Arctic Ocean. So the water could have a totally different journey depending on what side of the mountain range the snow will fall on. And I'll also point out on the right side of the car here, we have the Athabasca River sort of snaking its way just outside of Jasper there. Sort of reflecting a dull white-green color today, as you can see. And that's all fed from the Athabasca glaciers and the Columbia ice fields. So that's only about an hour away from here if anyone plans to visit or already has. It's a beautiful tourist destination in the area. So all that water being glacially fed means two things: that one, it's extremely cold even on the hottest of summer days, and two, that it all contains glacial silt and rock flowers, so very fine ground of minerals and rock particles there suspended in the water column. And you can see as the river runs, those particles sort of sit at the top and reflect that white color. But once that sediment has all fallen to the bottom of the lakes there, it gives off the beautiful blue-green color that you see in the water. Any more questions, ask those guys, they're the experts. Yeah.
You guys want to go rafting tomorrow?
Yeah, some great rafting there. Really cold though, for sure. Be worn just warmly. I'll probably give you a wetsuit, right?
Oh, yeah. We give you everything.
So there's three lakes just to the right of Jasper. You can see them all giving off that beautiful blue-green color there. The closest one to us is sort of shaped like a horseshoe. It's called Lac Boisvert, and that's where the Jasper Park Lodge is located, the famous Fairmont resort in the area where lots of people like to spend their time. As well, a little bit farther north are two more lakes, Lakes Edith and Annette, both of which have man-made beaches, so a great place to hang out during the summer, have a cookout, spend the day there. But again, the water's extremely cold. If you wanted to go for a swim, you'd only spend about 10 minutes there, even on the hottest of days. It's absolutely freezing. More of an adrenaline rush than a nice way to cool off in the afternoon. So we're nearing the upper terminal here at an elevation of about 2,200 meters above sea level, and at the upper 7,400 feet. And at the upper terminal, there's a great fully licensed restaurant if you'd like to sit down, have a bite to eat, or just enjoy the view. As well, there's a gift shop on the lower floor, of course, bathrooms, there's a boardwalk that encircles the entire upper terminal. So feel free to take your time and look around and view the mountain ranges from a few different angles. I'll also let you guys know that you're welcome to stay as long as you like. Cars are going to leave every 9 minutes from the upper lobby here, so just hop on the next car that works for you and your schedule. But I'll just make sure everyone knows that the last car going down the mountain will be at 7 p.m. tonight. So just be sure that if you plan to stay for that long, that you're in the area and ready to go by about 6:45, 6:50, and we can take you down the mountain in a timely manner. And we're just slowing down here so we dock nice and safely, except for those who didn't pay full price tickets. You're hopping on. Yeah, so there's also a 1.3 kilometer hiking trail at the back of the upper terminal here. If you're willing and able, I highly recommend you do it. You're really going to see a spectacular 360 view there from the summit of the mountain. Any other questions at all as we near the end of our journey here? No? Awesome. Just remind you guys, we are in a national park, so please be very respectful of the wildlife. Take nothing but photos, leave nothing but footprints as you go. Definitely enjoy the view while you're here. Alright.
That was quick, man. Last time it took us like 2.5.